Do you want to work in the USA and you don't know where to start? The world of work visas can sound intimidating. That's why I prepared this simple guide for you to know which is the best work visa for you. I'm Julio Oyhanarte, immigration lawyer, and it doesn't matter if you have an academic degree or not. There are options of all kinds, and here I will tell you all about them. Working in the US can change your life and your family's life forever, so it's essential that you have the best information about it. Also, only a small percentage of people watching my videos are actually subscribed. If you end up liking this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Enjoy the video. There is not just one work visa, there are many. The US legal system has many options for working. The first work visa, the H-1B, is for people with specialized knowledge whose work requires a college degree or equivalent. It is often used by people in technology, finance, engineering, architecture, doctors, lawyers, and many more. These are some of the main requirements of the H-1B. First, a job offer from a US company for a position that requires specialized skills. Second, have a college degree or equivalent experience in that field. Third, the company must demonstrate that there are not enough qualified US workers for the position. This visa has a particularity, and is that the US Congress says that there are only 65,000 visas per fiscal year. Also, there are about 20,000 visas reserved for people with an advanced degree, meaning a master's degree or a PhD. And the problem is that in general, there are always more people applying for this visa than there are visas available. When this happens, the government runs a random selection system or lottery for the H-1B to see who is chosen. You can only apply once at the beginning of the year. Then the lottery takes place in the middle of the year, and if you are selected and approved, in October you can start working. And here, pay attention. I'm gonna tell you something that many people don't know. There is an exception to this. There is a way to avoid this lottery and not go through this uncertainty. If the company that sponsors you is a higher education institution, a non-profit organization linked to a higher education institution, or a governmental research organization, the visa limit does not apply, and then there is no lottery. So keep this in mind, because this may be the most effective way to get an H-1B for many people. Also, I want you to know that even if you're an immigrant, a US company cannot pay you less than other American workers. There are strict regulations to protect you from labor abuses, and with this visa, your spouse and your unmarried children under 21 will be able to come with you to the US and also study. Your family will use the H-4 visa. The H-1B visa lasts for about 3 years, and you can renew it up to a maximum of 6 years. In addition, it's a dual intent visa, which means that it's a good pathway to a green card, which is the US permanent residence. It is quite common for a person to start out their American dream with an H-1B visa, and then they have the same company sponsor them a green card. For Mexican or Canadian professionals, the visa they can use is the TN. This is a spectacular visa because it has no limits. It can be used by lawyers, engineers, doctors, teachers, designers, and many professions. If you don't have an academic degree, there is a visa that may be for you. It's the H-2B visa. It is a visa for many jobs in, for example, landscaping, construction, cleaning, hotel, restaurants, and many more. It is for seasonal work, and no academic preparation is required to qualify. Here, the US employer must demonstrate that they cannot find enough employees for the type of temporary work they are offering. An example would be a restaurant in a ski resort that has a high demand for the winter. They can use this visa to hire foreign employees. As with the H-1B, the H-2B also has a visa cap per fiscal year. In this case, there are about 66,000, which are divided into 33,000 in the first fiscal semester, and the rest, the 33,000, in the following semester. Also, the US president can add more visas if there's a high demand. As with the H-1B, if a lot of people apply for the H-2B, there can also be a lottery. But in this case, you have a double chance of being chosen, while the H-1B is only once per year. The US employer may ask for extensions of 1 year at a time for this visa, and the maximum total duration is 3 years. With this visa, your spouse and children can join you with the H-4 visa. Another important visa is the J-1 visa, which is known as work and travel, but is much broader than this, and can be used by people with or without academic degrees. It can be for jobs in the arts, education, or science. It can be for professors, researchers, students, teachers, babysitters known as au pairs, or for specialists in various professions. I always say that this is a special visa because it's different from the others. Here, you don't have a company petitioning for your visa. With the J1, there are intermediate organizations approved by the US government called sponsors. They are the ones who take care of this visa and place you in the jobs. The duration of this visa varies and will depend on the type of work you're performing. It can be from a few months to several years. And also with this visa, your spouse and your unmarried children under 21 can join you. Another famous work visa is the O1. This visa is for people with exceptional ability or achievement. It can be for people with or without academic degrees, depending on the profession. Often used by artists, athletes, scientists, business people, and many more. It is quite possible that this is the visa that Lionel Messi obtained to play in the US. Here, with the O1, you have to prove that you are one of the best in your profession in your country. Or if you want a very important award. These visas usually require a lot of evidence. For example, if you've been published in the media, major media, if there are publications or scientific citations that name you, if you were a juror in your field, if you are a member of prestigious organizations, among other things. Just to give you an idea, we just got an approval for an over 800-page O1 petition. Your family can also come to the US with you with an O3 visa, and they will not be able to work, but they will be able to study. And attention, if you have assistance for a particular event due to your profession, they can also come with you with the O2 visa. A good thing about the O1 is that it's unlimited. There's no cap, so you can get it at any time of the year without depending on quotas or weird lotteries. It can be petitioned by a company or a US agent. You can have this visa for up to 3 years, and then you can keep renewing it with 1-year increments. The legal immigration system has other special work visas, such as the H-2A visa for agricultural workers, the I visa for journalists, the L visa for executives or managers who work in a company that has headquarters or a branch office in the US and they want to transfer you, the P visa for artists or athletes, the R visa for religious workers. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. Thanks for watching.